here you come in, and after 1912, you're going to be directed to go up those stairs. And we're going to head upstairs to the second floor now to talk about the medical and legal processing. You're also going to see the room that I think most of you have come to know as the symbol of Ellis Island. It's officially called the registry room, but we call it, and I think most people simply call it, the Great Hall of Ellis Island. It's a majestic piece of architecture. But we're going to take you first with the immigrants, so follow me up the stairs if you will. Now we're heading up the stairs to the second floor. As I said, this is a modern staircase. But imagine there being a wooden staircase here that immigrants would walk up in large crowds. Some had refused to give their baggage to the baggage handler, so they've still got either their suitcase or perhaps a sheet with stuff in it over their shoulders, their belongings. And they're all coming up these stairs. And the one thing they don't realize yet is that they're already being inspected as they walk up the stairs. They might be limping because of a bad foot. Maybe they stubbed their toe. They might be carrying that big baggage and holding their chest and having trouble breathing. They may be very happy to be here and singing a song from the old country and just looking wonderfully ecstatic. All three of those conditions would be observed by inspectors who would be at the top of the stairs and they would be watching. So as you got to the top of the stairs here, those inspectors would come up to you with one of their tools of the trade, a piece of chalk. And they're going to mark your coat up with initials that signify exactly what they feel may be the condition you have. The stubbed toe gets an L for lameness. The person holding their chest might have a heart problem, H. The person who's so ecstatic to be here that they're singing and dancing, we feel they may have a condition that needs to be checked mentally. So they have an X put on their coat. So immigrants didn't expect it. I sometimes do this on my tours. I ask everybody to do something, and when they don't do it, I tell them we have to check their hearing because they weren't listening. So, and again, not to make them feel any bad about themselves, but it's all about the idea of inspection without understanding what's going on. Now, doctors will also meet you here, and they'll give you an inspection that is just about as fast a medical inspection as you're ever going to get. I know that they were sometimes called the 6-second specialists for that reason. But, you know, anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds, maybe 15, there are highly skilled members of the United States Public Health Service who can spot even the smallest sign of anywhere from 50 to 60 ailments that normally afflict an immigrant. And again, any doubt that you have something means more initials are going on your coat. Now, the one set of initials you don't want on your coat is CT. CT represented an illness called trachoma. Now, trachoma was a much widespread disease back in the past. It still exists today in some parts of the world. It made the underside of your eyelid as rough as sandpaper. Would eventually rub away in your eye and make you blind. Highly contagious and incurable. Now, they had to check the eyes, and they would use button hooks, these little hooks that were used to pull up formal gloves for women of high society. And they would catch your eyelid and pull up to look underneath to see if the telltale signs of trachoma were there.